Flesh-worn chamber length liberated by the Baltimore Social Protector's office space in July 2017 fueled a country's lawyer's office space inquiry how led to the extortion. Official Richard Pinheiro, 29, convicted Tuesday, has been hanging out of pay with the length came to lighting in July and will go on to be for the 4 of trial transactions, onto Baltimore Police Force Representative T.J. Blacksmith. Official Pinheiro could person up to 3 years in jail and a $5,000 penalty. The some two commanders this at the stage on January 24, 2017 are not creature disciplined by BPD in connect to the occurrence trapped on flesh-worn chamber length, onto a blacksmith. No extortion include been driven versus the commanders, onto the Baltimore Town Country's lawyer's office space. Country's lawyer Marilyn Mosby told the bill of indictment is L sample of our office space using judiciary quite and alike. The live video onto Mosby's office space, Pinheiro utilized flesh-worn chamber length in procedure to reduce the truth of the natural testimony in the intention to cheat. The live video shows the official placement of plasticity bag in a meal can, later partly concealment it by a chunk of wreckage. 30 seconds after the sound begins, and the official says, "I'm departure to verify their conduct at," as his associate laughter. The official later gives a fluency at some items in the wreckage-strewn lot and appears to falter on the drugs in the can. "Yo," the official shouts at his associate as he holds up the little overwrap bag comprising few pills. One of his associates shouts behind, which's upwards. The live video ends a few seconds after. As the official searches the lot for testimony, a fellow can be heard proverb, "is how 30." Perhaps a link to the way the flesh-worn cameras work. They recording 30 seconds of live video out of audio up an official vigorously turns on the chamber, onto the producer Axon. Called to as a clipboard, he's intended to seize key testimony how might happen fair up an official activates his chamber. While the live video at first came to lighting, now overthrown Baltimore Police Force Commissar Kevin Davis named the live video desired to dispel social anxiety, a severe statement of police force offense, proverb, ours inquiry will eventually define which happened, it will identification if any penal offense took location, any administration procedures were disrupted, and we're established to get to the lower of he. Police force told the detention implicated a narcotic selling how led to the opening of 2 mind of heroin in gel pod shape. One bag was connected away, and the other was outdoor and restored by commanders at the stage. A story of police force offense in a click-produce environment. The country's lawyer announced how one of the videos in issue, an occurrence on June 17, 2017, has been sacked. The Baltimore Social Protector's office space charged the commanders in the occurrence of de-enacting the restoration of drugs, but Mosby's office space sacked the instance, quoting inadequate testimony. The Baltimore country's lawyer's office space is now examining reinstating an old politics of a do not urge listing. The videos go as the division, length tortured by extortion of corrupt practices, has struggled to recover social trust. 8 commanders were federally loaded recent year in robbing countrymen, filing erroneous accountable and pretending overtime work fraudulently. 4 persons of such currently former commanders include pleaded those guilty and the test is currently on departure. As of November 22, 2017, about 277 cases include been or will be impacted by the actions of all of such commanders, on to Mosby's office space. Soon following the extortion came downward, the commissar told how the division would be end plainclothes police, expressive the Baltimore Sun. He was worried how their methods fast to cut corners thought. With 2011, Baltimore has paid out more than rather than $13 million to settle down lawsuits approving police force offense. In April, a Fed magistrate adopted a agreement edict following a Judiciary Division paper found a broad race difference in the way the Baltimore police force consider countrymen. Ours office space has treated assiduously to break down downward impeding of mistrust in the penal judiciary framework, and we get our vow and our liability to hold the society aware in exact data really severely, country's lawyer Mosby told. Official Pinheiro's instance will be pursued by the Social Confidence and Police Force Consistency Block. His indictment is planned for February 13 in Baltimore Town chain trial.